Successful end of the season there, winning a couple of big games here to close it out, finishing with the number 2 seed in the conference. Have to be pretty happy.
Yes, number 2 in the conference, and we play the winner of UTPB and Angelo State, and Angelo State's already beaten us at our place, and so whoever we get there, whether it's UTPB or Angelo, will be a tough game. We play Thursday at 2:30 over in Frisco at Comerica Center, and so it should be a lot of fun. The LSC puts on a great tournament. Really well done, and it's a lot of fun for all the teams that are over there. Win or lose, it's a great experience to finish the season with the conference tournament. And then we're fortunate enough to be the 2 seed in the regional as well. I think win or lose, I think we're far enough ahead. We'll still be the 2, and I think Lubbock Christian is still far enough ahead. They'll be the 1. So the regional, most likely will be down at Lubbock, and we'll most likely be the number 2 seed down there. And then I think a lot of things are just mixed right now. It depends how teams do in the conference tournament with the RMAC and the LSC.
When you look at the run you guys have gone on the last 4 or 5 years here, I mean, this is almost the expectation for you guys to get to this point. It's almost like this is when the real season begins for WT basketball.
Well, DJ, thanks. Puts a little pressure on you, but yeah, we've been in the last 5 years. We've been in the Sweet 16 every year, and to get to a Sweet 16 is pretty special for a lot of teams. And even if you have a great team and you can get 30 wins in a season, and you might get to a Sweet 16. You're going to play a really good team, and you can get beat pretty easily. And so to be in the last 5 Sweet 16s, or excuse me, the last 4 Sweet 16s in the last 5 years. 1 year we didn't have COVID. Which that might have been our best team. We were 32-1 that year, and COVID got us and took us down and took us out. But we've had some great runs against some really good teams. Permian Basin was phenomenal. St. Edwards, Lubbock Christian. I mean, some really good challengers that we've had, and our teams have survived. And so this year, we're going to be the number 2 seed. We were the number 1 seed, and usually when you can host, it's a big advantage. And so LCU having that advantage is going to be big for them. But I'll tell you, there's so many good teams out there with Black Hill State, Mesa State, Fort Lewis. Just watched them the other night. They are really good. And it's a little different style of basketball than maybe the Lone Star Conference. But I look at a team, Kingsville. We just played this last weekend. They are really good. Okay, they just go over then the next night and beat Cameron by I think 20 or 25. And Cameron was playing really well. And Cameron didn't have a great season, but they were playing really well. And so it's something that the game of basketball, March Madness, it's right there. It's a lot of fun. We got to go, really gear up and make a big run here for that conference tournament. Try to get the 5th in a row. We won the tournament 4 years in a row now. Try to get that 5th in a row, and if we can do that, that's a great kind of momentum builder to go into that regional. And if we get bounced in the first game, that might happen too, but we've got to gear up for that regional, which should be a lot of fun here coming up in a couple weeks.
Now that you finished a regular season, we look back and we know y'all as like a 5-guard team, but this year y'all really had to adjust, especially with your big guys down low. How do you like how this team was able to adjust and how they've been able to work together?
That's a great question, and I think our team is really meshing right now. I think they're really playing well together. I think the guys even on the bench that don't get a lot of minutes are into the game, and they really pull in for the other guys. And even in practice, I mean, we've had some great practices with some guys that don't get in, and those guys those guys, do we give them another chance? And it's really tough right now to make some of those decisions, but you kind of have to go with your gut instincts. But I wouldn't consider him a guard, but he is listed as a guard. Dalen Williams has been playing great for us. He is a big, strong kid, and he's someone that really is a presence at the basket. We've been going up and down a little bit, and you break the press, and okay, now what are you going to do? You're going to take a quick shot, you're going to pull it out, or you're going to go challenge Dalen. And so we kind of like those odds if you're going to go challenge him, because he'll step in, he'll take a charge. He has no problem, putting his body on the line. Not a lot of guys can do that. A lot of guys can say, yeah, I'll take the charge, but then they kind of do the old lay and they get out of the way. He will sell out. Cameron Bell will sell out. We've had others in the past, Tommy Gove, that will sell out. And those guys are so vital, even though their stats might not be that great, which Dalen's stats aren't that great, but he is a huge piece to our team and our success. And the same thing with some other guys. It's just, you've got to be able to have some guys, maybe like an Addison Wallace, Hayden Blankley, guys coming in off the bench that really play well. They don't have to get 20 points, but they have to limit their mistakes. take the open shots when they have them, and really, you know, those guys coming in, somebody's going to have a big weekend, whether it's on our team or somebody else, somebody that maybe you don't see. And that's what makes the conference tournament, the regional tournament, the national tournament so much fun, is kind of some of those Cinderella stories sometimes.
You know, in years past, you've had the Quays, the JoJos, the David Cholovich, the kickstarters, the guys that kind of you can always turn to. This
Yes.
year, you have lots of guys. You have Jesse Weezy, Julius Brown, Larry Wise. So many guys that step up and make big shots for you. Who do you think is going to be the big catalyst for you guys through the tournament?
You know, I wish I could give you the answer on that. I don't know. I can't foresee the future, but you hit it right on the head. I mean, Jesse Weezy, I was just watching the game the other night. He makes a pass to a cutting Zach Toussaint, you know, and you think Zach might get up there and throw it down, but he lays it in nice and off the glass, but Jesse made a great pass and read off of that, and sometimes he doesn't always make the best decisions, but he's got a lot of playing time, and he's got a lot of minutes, and I think his confidence has grown, and he's a special player, and we need him to play really well as well in these games, but he's a great defensive player. He can get to the basket, and he knocks down his free throws, so he's going to be very vital. He might knock down some threes this weekend as well. He's got the green light for us, and you know, it's a lot of fun. Julius Brown, I think, has been playing fantastic basketball. Zach Toussaint has been really, really solid. I mean, he is fun to watch. And Larry Wise, I mean, he's probably, you know, I don't know where we'd be without Zach, Larry, and Julius. Those three kind of are big three right there. But then the other pieces, you know, Jesse, Dale, and Hayden, Kavan. You know, Cavani hasn't even played that much lately. And if we can get him going a little bit, you know, we could be really tough making a run in March here.